Okay, so I'm a huge fan of older smartphones. These devices brought a lot to the table, such as headphone jacks, IR blasters, awesome cameras. Think about this. They used to put chargers in the box, if you didn't know. Some of them put earbuds in the box. Yeah, they really did back in the day. Plus, the prices was reasonable. You don't get the same thing out of newer devices, right? You just don't get the same thing. No matter what anybody says, you don't get the same experience now than you did with older smartphones. So in this video, I want to give you guys my top 5 smartphones that I've used that I absolutely love of all times, right? So let's talk about it. Let's have some fun. Sit back, relax, and get your popcorn ready and follow me on this journey. Let's go. Well, what's up, guys? This is back with another video. So let's get into it. Let's get into my top 5 smartphones. And these are older smartphones, which I absolutely love older devices. So let's go. Coming in at number 5, the Nokia 1520. Now, this Windows smartphone was absolutely great, right? It was the best at almost everything. It had a huge 6-inch display that was 16 by 9's 1080p display. I mean, it was absolutely great for watching movies and videos. It had that fast Snapdragon 800 processor running Windows 10, which you didn't really need a lot of power to run Windows phones because it was fast as hell. I mean, I really did like it, right? The design of the 1520 was stellar, right? I was using the 1520 for years without a case, without a screen protector, and it still looked almost brand new. And it was a daily driver for me for a very long time when Windows Mobile was rolling. And the 1520 was just absolutely great, right? Now, the camera system on the 1520 was, it was meh. Right? It was okay. It wasn't the best, right? But at the time, it was good. It was pretty decent. But man, I miss Windows Mobile, right? The Nokia 1520 is on my list of one of my favorite phones. Man, I love that phone. So coming in at number 4, one of my favorite phones, the Galaxy Note 9. Now, let me tell you something. At that time, I was a huge Samsung fanboy, right? The Galaxy Note 9 made me a true believer that Samsung was the top dog. It was a beast of a phone. 6.4-inch 1440p display. One of the best displays at that time, right? It had the Snapdragon 845 processor with 8 gigs of RAM that kept it snappy at that time. You had the 12 megapixel camera in the back, right? You got them cameras, it was great. And to this day, the Galaxy Note 9 camera system is absolutely amazing. I put it against the Galaxy S25 Ultra, and I'm gonna tell you, it was very close. I use Samsung DeX on it. I still use Samsung DeX on my Galaxy Note 9, and it still worked great and fast. Out of all my Samsung devices, the Galaxy Note 9 was great. The S Pen was great, right? Guess what? It had Bluetooth functionality on it, right? It had a headphone jack. To this day, it still works great. I absolutely love this device. Plus, with the rear mounted fingerprint scanner, it was great. We had iris scanning, right? Facial recognition. I mean, it was no doubt that the Galaxy Note 9 was the best phone at that time, right? That Samsung ever made. And I mean, it was kind of beating the competition at that time too. But yeah, coming in at number 4, with the Galaxy Note 9. And that's one of the reasons why I have like 3 of them right now. Man, Galaxy Note 9, one of my favorites. Okay, so coming in at number 3, the Nokia PureView. Oh my goodness. This device was loved by a few and hated by many. I absolutely love it. It was a strange looking device that people didn't adjust to. The camera system on the back was the main feature of this device. It was miles ahead of the competition when it comes down to photography and video. Now listen, this oldie but goodie device has been one of the best. And look, I've made an oldie but goodie video about the Nokia PureView, and it still have outstanding cameras even today. It had a nice 5.99-inch PureOLED 1440p display. It had the Snapdragon 845 processor with 6 gigs of RAM. So performance was great at its time, right? The design is something that you have to get adjusted to. It was not a normal design. All the cameras on the rear was a lot of people complaints, and stuff like that. The battery life was kind of poor also. It had a 3320 milliamp battery. It was not that great. But the Nokia PureView was known for the camera system. And I'm gonna tell you, to this day, if you got a Nokia PureView, if you put it against a lot of current smartphones, it would definitely give you a run for its money. But you know what? That comes in at number 3 of one of my favorite phones, the Nokia PureView. Awesome device. So coming in at number 2, the Realme GT. Now this has to be the most underrated smartphone of all times. This device was almost perfect in a lot of categories. This phone had a beautiful 6.4-inch 120 hertz display. Beautiful display, AMOLED at that. It also had the Snapdragon 888 processor with 12 gigs of RAM, 4,500 milliamp battery with 65-watt charging, which was included in the box, by the way. It had dual stereo speakers on here with a stainless steel vapor cooling system to keep it cooling, to keep it running great. It had a headphone jack. The camera system on here was absolutely amazing, and it was fast and fluid. It had a fast fingerprint scanner. I mean, look, they had 3 outstanding features of this device, right? One was the design. Oh, absolutely beautiful design, right? With the yellow and black racing stripes on the back. I mean, it was absolutely nice. Plus the slim profile, it fits real good in the hand. It was hands down one of my favorite phones, right? Next, the performance. I mean, the performance on the GT was great, right? I mean, one of the best, still snappy to this day. And lastly, the camera system. The camera system on the Realme GT is absolutely stunning, right? For videos and for photography. And I'm gonna tell you, I've done an oldie but goodie video with the Realme GT, and I put it against some big dogs, current devices, and it definitely gave it a run for its money. Now, I'm gonna tell you, right now in 2025, I still absolutely love this device. I absolutely can use this device as a daily driver today because it still works. Everything still runs functioning. All the functionality works great. Obviously, there's no updates with it, right? But all your apps and everything still work fine. It's still smooth and snappy. 120 hertz display is great. The battery life is okay, right? But yes, the Realme GT, one of my favorite phones. I absolutely love this phone. And that is one of my favorites. And that comes in number 2. That's my second favorite phone. Number 2. Okay, so let's talk about number 1. It is no surprise. It's no secret. It's nothing. Anybody that follows me already know that the LG V60 is one of my favorite phones of all time, right? It was a perfect smartphone for me, right? It had best-in-class cameras, had a best-in-class battery. It was great. The power was great. Performance is good. I love the features such as the dual display, headphone jack, right, with a quad DAC, pen support, pen software, desktop mode, wireless desktop mode, fast performance. I mean, everything else in between. I've used this device when it came out in 2020, and I just stopped using it about 6 or 7 months ago in 2025. That's how long I've been using the LG V60 as one of my daily drivers. And look, make no mistake about it. The features and functionality of the LG V60 is unmatched. I cannot find a single device today that could do everything that my LG V60 does, besides buying extra accessories and stuff like that. But if you have a LG V60 at its time with the dual display, right? I mean, there was nothing else that was beating it. You had a dual display when you need it for a larger canvas, right? You had the display at the top and you could type on it at the bottom like a keyboard. You had awesome camera system. Pro mode was top notch on the LG V60, still good to this day. The headphone jack with the quad DAC drive high impedance headphones. I don't even know if they even got a device besides LG phones that could do that today. And the LG V60 has always been one of my favorite phones. I make it no secret. I've used that phone literally for 4.5 years. I mean, listen, that is a device that I kept in my pocket. I am a sucker for older devices because I believe that companies was fighting for their customers. They was give you everything, chargers in the box, beautiful displays, fast performance, all kinds of features and functionality for the customer. Now they removing features. Everything is being removed. And they're telling you that if you want this feature, you have to buy the accessory for it. If you want a headphone jack, you got to buy accessory. If you want this, you have to buy accessory. So everything that we seeing today is not even close to the devices that we had in the past. And yeah, I'm gonna go continue to do this. Look, that's my top 5. Right? If you want to see more smartphone videos, more older but goodie videos, if you want to get that nostalgia, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. This is like the Tech Preacher. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about the older but goodie devices in all its glory. Which one you really like? Let me know down in the comments below. This is Eric. See you guys on the next video. Peace.